Hello viewers. Uh, Many of the viewers or the subscribers were asking us about the Korean government scholarship program for the undergraduate program, or we call it Global Korea Scholarship for the undergraduate degrees. So I'm here with this video and I will guide you through the procedure and what are the universities and how many seats are available for the countries and the other process. So I will try to mix Urdu and English in this video because there are lots of subscribers and viewers from Pakistan, India or even Bangladesh. They can understand the Urdu और हिंदी. तो चलें स्टार्ट करते हैं इस वीडियो को जी। तो 2021 ग्लोबल कोरिया स्कॉलरशिप अनाउंस हो चुका है। इनका मोटो है एम हाई ड्रीम बिग टुगेदर इन कोरिया। तो इसका प्रोग्राम्स जो हैं वो ऑफर्ड हैं बैचलर्स डिग्री कोर्सेज फॉर 4 years आफ्टर प्रीलिमिनरी कोरियन लैंग्वेज कोर्स 1 year. So it mean you will study 1 year Korean language, and after clearing the topic testing and getting overall the 3 band in the topic, you will be promoted or you will be transferred to the university for bachelor degree program whatever you have selected as the major. So the benefits for this program are the round trip airfare, आपको टिकट दी जाएगी, and at the start and at the end of the degree, and full tuition fee, so you don't have to worry about your tuition or other fees, and you will get the monthly allowance which is I think about $800, and the medical insurance similar to the Korean citizen, and settlement allowance and some completion grants at the end of the degree program. So start करते हैं बाकी डिटेल्स। तो सबसे पहले आपने ये करना है कि आपको मैं ये कुछ वेबसाइट्स के जो लिंक हैं वो इस वीडियो की डिस्क्रिप्शन में दे दूंगा, वहाँ से आपने डाउनलोड कर लेने हैं। सो डाउनलोड दिस फाइल्स फ्रॉम दैट पोर्टल और द वेबसाइट, एंड देन you can even use these files for the guidance in the future. So this is the actually 2021 GKS undergrad application guideline in English. There are two guidelines, one is in Korean and the other one is in English, or maybe there will be one with the Chinese medium. So if I move to the second page, there is the outline of this guideline book. So objective, you all know that they are introducing their culture to the people from different countries and the scholars, and they are funding the talented students for the full 4 year degree program plus 1 year Korean program. So there are two types of degrees available here. One is the bachelor's degree and the other one is the associate degree. Bachelor's degree is the 4 year program in science or engineering and the other fields. However, the associate degree program is somehow similar to the diploma. We call it associate diploma in Pakistan, and maybe it is equal to BTech or something. I'm not sure about the other countries. And the total of 3 years, 2 to 3 year is the associate degree program, and 1 year is the Korean language program. So here they are giving us the details about the number of scholars this year. So the total number of available positions for the international students for the embassy track, there are two tracks in this scholarship program. One is embassy track and the other is university track. So you can only apply through one track, nor you cannot use the both tracks at the same year or in the same year, but you have to choose either you want to apply through the embassy track or the university track. So the general seats for the embassy track are 115, and the university track for the natural science and engineering programs is 60, and there are 35 seats for the associate degree program through the university track. So there is a little bit difference between the embassy track and the university track. I will explain later. So first of all, let's see the embassy track quota for each country. For the Bangladesh it is 1. For the Pakistan there are number only 1 seats available, or they will select only 1 scholar. For India they are going to select this year 3 scholars, and Sri Lankan maybe 2, yeah, 2. And there is list of all the countries, 67 countries, and total 115 seats are there. So the maximum number of available scholarships are for the Vietnam. So if you are from Vietnam, you have a good chance to get the scholarship. And there is some other detail about the overseas Korean, so you do not have to worry about this one. So the embassy track applicants must submit their application documents to the embassy of the Republic of Korea in their respective country of citizenship. So if you are from Pakistan, then you have to submit your all the documents to the embassy, Korean embassy in Pakistan. You can send by the courier, registered courier service like DHL or any other service whichever is available. So if you are from Bangladesh, you can send the Korean embassy in Bangladesh, and if you are from India, you can send the documents to the Korean embassy in India. Applicants can choose among universities in both type A and type B. There are the universities different categories for A and B. So the university track quota for different countries is mentioned here, but except India there are no other South Asian countries here. So for the Pakistan and other countries, there are almost, I think, 47 countries. There are only 9 seats available, and only 9 scholars will be selected from these countries, and total number of the scholars will be 60 for the university track positions. And the associate degrees will offer 35 candidates from 17 countries. So if you are from India and you are interested for the associate degree program, you can apply. Otherwise there is no other South Asian country here as well. So here is some other detail given for the university track and embassy track about the quota for each country. I'm moving toward the type of the institutes or the university. So embassy track, bachelor's degree, 125 candidates will be selected, and the available universities are type A and type B. There are 2 types of universities available for the embassy track. So if you are applying through the embassy, you have to select one university from these all type A and type B universities. And if you are applying for the through the university track, so there will be 60 candidates selected for the bachelor's degree, and associate degree candidates, the quota for the associate degrees is 35. So you have to select for the bachelor's degree, these are the 24 institutes given in this table, and you have to select one and the one major in that particular university. So for the bachelor's degree, you have to select one university from these universities, and if you are interested for the associate degree program, then you have to select institute from these given 7 or 8 institutes. So available fields are there is another file given, I will explain later, that there are particular fields for each university, and you can only choose one of them. So you have to choose the major which is listed in the university information file. So for each university there is separate file, Excel sheet, so you can open and you can search the required major or whatever you want to adopt for the bachelor's degree. So the regional university track applicants can only apply for a major that is considered as natural science, technology and engineering. So the university track applicants can only apply to the natural science, technology and engineering. If you are from the outside of these fields, you should go for the embassy track. You cannot apply through the university track. For example, if you are from the social sciences or the business department, then you can only apply through the embassy track. You cannot apply, or you are not eligible to apply through the university track. So there is the eligible criteria that you are an international student, and your parents also have the citizenship other than the Korea, and your age must be less than 25 years, and there is some requirement for the CGPA in your high school, like the 12-year education. So it should be around about the 80% or above, or you are among the top 20% students of the class. So this is, I think, the general criteria. At least you should have 80% marks in your previous degree, and for the associate degree you are required to have 75% or above on the 100-point scale. And you can see some conversion rate or the CGP or GP conversion table at the end of this file. So health, generally, yes, they will ask you for the some general type of questions about the health. And the important thing is, for the university track applicants, one can only apply to one university and one major. So applying to both embassy track and university track is strictly forbidden. It means if you are applying through the embassy track and the university track, because the final files or the final documents of you will be transferred to the authorities which will select the candidates for the scholarship, and if they find your name from both the embassy and the university, so they will directly recommend a straight rejection for you. So do not apply through the both tracks, just use one track application. And this notice is for the next year. So the preferences are given to the people or the students who have already some topic level. Topic is a Korean language, like the IELTS is the English test, international test, and the topic is the Korean international something language test. And if you have level 3, then definitely you will get the preference over the other candidates, and you will get 10% points, extra points in the evaluation process. And if you have English proficiency certificate like the TOEFL or TOEIC or IELTS, then definitely they will prefer you over other candidates with the similar profile or with the similar evaluation score. Embassy track applicants who apply for the major in the field of natural science and engineering may be given priority during the evaluation process when they receive same marks with the other candidates. So actually their major concern is about the natural science and engineering, so they are preferring the students or the scholars from these two fields. And if you get the same marks as someone with the business or the social sciences departments, they will prefer the natural science or engineering background. So these are the required documents. This is the list of documents. Application form you can download, personal statement form 2 you can download, study plan. So I'm explaining personal statement. In personal statement you have to introduce yourself and let them know about your background, where you come from and how you got to know about this scholarship and why you are interested to get this scholarship and why they should select you, and your struggle, or maybe do not over exaggerate it, but simply you can write your struggle for last 12 years to get the education and why you are interested and why you think that they should select you over the other candidates. And the study plan will be for the 4 years, like you are selecting some major maybe in electrical engineering. So what are your plans and how you will adjust yourself here, and what will be your plan to complete this degree, and after degree what you will do. So these two are the major documents. You have to write maybe 1 or 2 pages for the each. And the two letter of recommendations, you can get these letter of recommendations from the principal of your institute or college or school, or any science teacher or other teachers, or anyone with a good profile. Maybe some researcher is there in your community and he can give you some recommendation letter with stamp and signatures. GKS applicant agreement, this is a simple form given. You should just sign and put your name. Personal medical assessment, just you are asked about simple medical questions and you can say yes or no. And certificate of high school graduation, if you have degree then you can attach degree, otherwise you can attach the expected graduation certificate from your college or school. and the high school grade transcripts. TMC or the transcript is required, so you should attach this one. And the proof of citizenship document, you can attach your birth certificate or passport or FRC, family registration certificate, or any other certificate which proves that you are from that particular country, like for Pakistan, for India, for Bangladesh or Sri Lanka, or whatever is your citizenship, or you are living there. So, and also it is required for your parents as well, so you can send their maybe ID copy of their ID card, but it is better to get the family registration certificate for your parents. And if you have any awards and other certificates, you can attach, but it is optional. But definitely if it is related to education or some participation in some events which are related to education, that will give you some benefit. And definitely topic and IELTS or English proficiency test, if you have any of these, it will have a great impact on your evaluation, and most probably you will get the preference over other candidates. So if you have IELTS, then attach the result, or if you have topic, then definitely they will select you if your score or the other criteria is fulfilled, because their major aim is to introduce the Korean language and the Korean culture to the students and the people from the other countries. So these three things are not required for the international student. This is for the overseas Korean. So here are some important points I highlighted. All the application documents must be presented in their original form. So most of the people will get confused with the original form. What is original form? Original form mean if an applicant has to submit photocopied documents, so you should not actually submit your original documents, but get the photocopy of your document and original documents of your documents, and go to the notary public office. It is mostly located in every district, or if there is you are living in a big city, then you can go to the courts, and there will be some notary office. They will notarize, they will put the stamp that these copies are the authentic one, and I checked the original ones also, so these are similar, and they will put some stamp, and maybe they can give you some one page document as well, but most probably they will put the stamp only, and like it is attestation from the notary public officer. So for the applicants who are certain that they will not be able to get their academic documents reissued in the future, so if you send them the original documents, then definitely you will lose these documents, and you cannot get these original documents very easily. So you should do the notarization of your copies of the original documents. We strongly recommend them to submit notarized, apostilled, or consular confirmed academic documents in the original documents, and the other documents submitted to will not be returned to the applicants. So you cannot ask them to return your documents, and you should attach the documents in as given in the previous list. This list should be followed, that the first you attach the form 1, form 2 and 5, 6, and then move on to the next documents. And another important thing is the recommendation letter must be written by two different recommenders. Mean two recommendation letters are required, so the persons which are issuing these two letters should be different. Like one is your principal, then other should be your teacher, or one is your college principal, the other should be maybe school principal, or someone who can give you a stamp and signature, who can thorough assessment through assessment on applicants academic abilities. The recommenders must seal recommendation letters in an envelope and sign across the back flap. The letters with broken seal or sign will be considered invalid. So this is the most important thing in the recommendation letter, that the recommender will write a letter or print a letter, then he will sign that letter or that page and put a stamp on it, and then put this letter or one page into the envelope, and after like closing the envelope, he will sign on the closing space or the closing place on the back flap, and then maybe he can put some tape or something to make sure that seal is permanent and it will not be broken in the future. So if it is you send the recommendation letter with broken seal, then it means it is not it will not be considered for the evaluation, so directly they will reject your application. So photocopies of awards and certificates is okay, you can submit. The proof of citizenship must be government issued document like the FRC or the birth certificate or the family registration or the passport photocopies or your NIC. So must consider these two important things, that embassy track applicants must submit one set of original application documents and three sets of photocopied application documents. It means that one copy is notarized, you had some copy of your document, get the notary public stamp and signatures, and then do the three copies of that paper you can submit. So total number is 4. One is with the original stamp and signatures, and then you can have some 3 or 4 copies, and you can send 3 copies to the embassy. For the university track, you should send only one set of original application documents. Original mean notarized with the stamp of the notary public officer. The selection procedure is given here. They will select some candidates based on these criteria, and the application deadline for the each university and each embassy is different, but I am going to tell you that the most of the time the deadlines are within the second week, at the end of the second week of the October, this is the September. So after 1 month there are the deadlines, so you should quickly follow the instructions and complete your documents, and you can send documents before deadline, maybe 3 or 4 days before deadline. If you are applying to the embassy track or if you are applying to the university track, please send these documents at least 10 days before the deadline, because there are so many reasons that the courier service is delayed sometime and your application will not be considered if the documents reach after the deadline. So the university and field of study choices, embassy track students can choose 3 different desired universities and available fields of study among 38 universities listed in section 3, type A and type B. Must include at least one university from type B. So if you are applying through the embassy track, you can select 3 universities and 3 majors, or if you want to apply to the same university, then you can choose the 3 majors from these 38 universities, but there must be one university from type B. It means that you have to select one university from the type B universities and the other universities, 2 universities from type A university, so you can choose the major accordingly. University track application. So first of all, the applicants that pass the second round of selection will go through university admission in the third round of selection. University track applicants must choose a major and one desired university among 30 universities. So I already told you that 30 universities are available for the university track, and you can select only one university and one major. So regional university for natural science and engineering majors can only apply to majors in science, technology and engineering fields. So here is the round 1 and round 2 details are given, you can read these easily, and then moving forward to the next level, third level. And if you are applying through to the embassy track, then you will have to clear 3 rounds, but if you are applying through the university track, then you will have to clear only 2 rounds. After 2 rounds you are done and you will be selected. So there is the screening and evaluation criteria. So the deadlines are in September to October. So 14th of the September, the embassies announced the Korean government scholarship, and the deadline is the second week of the October. For different steps is given: round 1, round 2, round 3, and the final round after December 24th. It can be January first week of January also, that they announce the final result of this scholarship. And then after this, they will invite you and send you all the documents to apply for the visa, and then you will join uh, to the university or to the Korean language class in the last week of the February. So at the end, let us discuss the, not the end, because I will explain to you the, or maybe I can upload the second video because it will be lengthy one. So I can divide these videos into two parts. So in the next part I will explain the available majors in different universities. So here the scholarship benefits are the airfare, settlement allowance, monthly allowance, Korean language training fees, tuition fee, medical insurance, and Korean proficiency grants only for applicable scholars and degree completion grants. So here is the monthly allowance, settlement allowance, and monthly allowance is 900,000 Korean won, 9 lakh Korean won per month. It is almost maybe $850 per month, which is more than enough. 500 or 450 is okay, but it is giving you the two times, so you can save so much amount. And the period of scholarship for the bachelor degree is 5 years, because 1 year is a Korean language class and the 4 year is the regular degree class, and 3 to 4 years for the associate degree. So you can read these important notes, and if you need any help you can write to us in your comments, and in the next video I will explain to you how you can get the other, these are important actually, the websites for the learning the Korean language, and these are the application forms checklist. These are simple forms, just simply you can download. These are available in the Word form, MS Word form, and you can download and write here and print. So personal statement, these all the questions are given, so you can answer simply and you are done with these type of things. So also for the study plan they are asking some questions, answer to this in the one paragraph, and the one paragraph, so 3 paragraph is enough, and you can add one more at the end. And the recommendation letters is this here given, so you should follow this recommendation letter. You can print this one and give it to the your teacher, and he can write another 1 page and they can attach to it. So here are the other personal statements or something, and GP conversion and everything. So this is enough for this video. I will explain to you the available majors in the next video. Thank you.